Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lee Academy, where tonight the Lee Academy Colts are hosting the Pillow Academy Mustangs in the first Division I AAA football game of the season for both teams. Pillow Academy comes into this football game with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. The Lee Academy Colts come into this football game with a record of 4 wins and no losses. And as usual, Rich, we are expecting a test. I used the expression this afternoon coming out here that the preliminaries were over. We were in the main event now.
I tell you, the bell is just about to ring, but you know, some interesting facts about this series that were given to us right before the game. You know, Lee leads in the series about 18 to 8 wins to 6 wins for Pillow. The last time the Mustangs won here in Clarksdale was back in 1978, if you can. That's what, 16 years ago?
Right.
That's a hard. It's been really friendly.
In the first Division I AAA football game for both teams, and this is a huge football game with the Kirk Academy Raiders already having lost a football game to the Washington School Generals. So we're almost ready for football here. Bradley Gordon and Wayne Bolden are standing at about the 10. Hillman has it teed up at the 40. And we're awaiting the referee's whistle to get this football game underway. And here it comes. And we've got a 4 quarters of hopefully good football ahead of us. It's going to be fielded by Bolden at the 15-yard line. And right up the middle comes Wayne Bolden. And he's going to be knocked down at about the 30. So Wayne Bolden fielded the football at about the 15-yard line, runs it out to about the 30 before he's tackled by the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Let's call it the 30, it's between the 29 and the 30. And Lee Academy takes over first down and 10 yards to go from their own 30-yard line. Chase Maxey will break huddle, and he'll send Cooper Tyner will be split to the left, and we're in a 2 tight end formation with split backfields. Something new that Lee put in tonight, and we're going to run the veer down the line, and Eric Williams is going to take it and get out to the far line. Twice before the game, he said this is a new little wrinkle he put in for Pillow this week, a 2 tight end split back formation, and going to run the outside veer. And on the first play of the scrimmage, from scrimmage, Eric Williams picks up 4 yards and brings up 2nd and 6. So Kerry Middleton and Scott Flowers are the tight ends, and Eric Williams and Shannon Hood are split backs behind senior quarterback Maxey, looking over a 5-man Pillow Academy front. And Maxey, barking out his signals, is going to fake the football and going to keep it, and going to get into the secondary and going to get out over the 40-yard line to about the 43 before he's knocked down by number 40 for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. That's John Maloof, fullback middle linebacker, but Lee Academy's picked up a first down on their first possession of the game as they have it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 43-yard line. Preston Fraser will check in for the Colts and bring out Cooper Tyner. Matt Sanders will lead the offensive line out. First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts. And out of the 2 tight end formation again, this time in a knife formation. Chase Maxey has Eric Williams deep and Shannon Hood close. And Maxey will give the football straight up the middle to Williams, and Williams is going to get over the 45-yard line to about the 46. So it looks like the Lee Academy Colts tonight have a new strategy. We're just going to line up in a 2 tight end formation and try to knock Pillow Academy off the ball.
Just run straight at them. Old-timey football, right? Line up and go.
Colts are going to break huddle and send Cooper Tyner wide to the left. With Kerry Middleton, the tight end, lined up on the right. Scott Flowers, tight end, lined up on the left. And out of the split backfield again with Eric Williams and Shannon Hood. Chase Maxey looking over a 5-man Pillow Academy front. Is barking out his signals and going to come down the line on the veer, going to fake it, going to keep it, and going to get the football into Pillow Academy territory down to the 48-yard line, very close to first down yardage, as we'll have to wait and see as we get our spot here. We may have to have our first measurement of the night. I believe he's going to be a little short, but the officials are going to call timeout. And they're sighting down the line there, and we're going to have a measurement. First measurement of the night. Lee Academy Colts are trying to get their second first down of this drive, and the Colts no score with 9:40 to go in the first quarter of this football game. So Coach Weiss, a new wrinkle coming out here against Pillow Academy Mustangs. We knew he'd come out with something. He always does. And he's out in a two tight end split backfield running the outside veer as they put the change down and stretch it out, and it's going to be short by about a foot. Going to bring up third down and less than a yard to go for the Lee Academy Colts from the Pillow Academy 48-yard line. Preston Fraser gets into the football game for the Lee Academy Colts, taking out Cooper Tyner. As they've got the football spotted. On third down and less than a yard, the Lee Academy Colts have called their play. And send Preston Fraser wide to the right. And out of the I formation with two tight ends, Shannon Hood close, Eric Williams deep. Waiting on the official to put the ball in play, finally does. And Chase Maxey overlooking a six-man Pillow Academy front now. Kind of a goal line defense here. And we're going to give the football to Hood, and Hood's not going to get it. Shannon Hood's going to be thrown for a loss of about a yard on the play. And let's see what Lee Academy does here as we get our punting team into the football game. So we had third down less than a yard, end up with 4th and 2. As Pillow Academy guessed what we were going to run and did a good job and stopped us. 4th down and 2 yards to go for the Colts now. And Eric Williams will be doing the kicking tonight for the Lee Academy Colts. And Jack Laney snapping from midfield. The snap is back. It's a high snap. He gets it down. It's blocked by Pillow Academy. And Eric Williams is going to pick it up and going to run the football out inside the 40 and just over the 45-yard line to the 46. So the Lee Academy Colts have their second punt of the year blocked on the first punt of the game for the second game in a row.
That's exactly right. And I tell you what, the Mustang defender came in completely untouched and unnoticed.
Eric took a little bit long to kick that punt, to get that punt off. It looked to me like he didn't think he was being... From midfield. By Pillow Academy, and Eric Williams is going to pick it up and going to run the football out inside the 40 and just over the 45-yard line to the 46. So the Lee Academy Colts have their second punt of the year blocked on the first punt of the game for the second game.
That's exactly right. And I tell you what, the Mustang defender came in completely untouched and unnoticed.
Eric took a little bit long to kick that punt, to get that punt off. It looked to me like he didn't think he was being rushed. And number 80 for Pillow Academy, that's Palmer Brock, blocked that thing, and Eric Williams picked it up and ran the football back out over the 45 to the 47, but Pillow takes over, first down and 10 yards to go from Lee Academy's 47-yard line. So Pillow gets the first break of the game, and they break huddle, and Partridge has wide receivers right and left and out of the split backfield. He's barking out his signals. and he's going to run the trap to number 40, and he's going to be tripped up by Clay Dabbs, along with Matt Sanders. Number 40 is John Maloof, and he's going to get inside the 45-yard line to the 43, and that's going to be a pickup of about 3 on the play. Let's give him 4, make it 2nd down and 6 yards to go. 8:10 to go in the first quarter of the football game, no score. So they're going to try to run behind their big center, Brad Carroll, as they have a split backfield again with wide receivers right and left. And Partridge is back to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 21. That's Trip Maloof, and good coverage out there by Cooper Tyner, and Cooper was a step away from intercepting that ball.
I tell you what, he really looked like he was closing in fast on the ball. Had been looking at the ball. I think he might have had a good chance at an interception.
3rd down and 6 yards to go now for Pillow Academy. And this is their first 3rd down situation of the night. And Lee Academy in a 5-man front with 2 linebackers. And Partridge is under the center and going to run the trap to Maloof. And Maloof's into the secondary. And Maloof is going to get 1st down yardage inside of Lee Academy's 35-yard line down to about the 30. So a good job by the center, Brad Carroll, for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. And Pillow Academy's got a 1st down inside of Lee Academy's 35-yard line. Let's call it the 30. It's between the 31 and the 30, but it's the 1st down for Pillow Academy. 7:45 to go in the first quarter, no score. Bailey Partridge, quarterback, senior quarterback, brother of Partridge for Pillow Academy 3 years ago, a quarterback for the Ole Miss Rebels. And Partridge sprints out to the right, gets great protection, and just throws the ball deep downfield. It's going to be knocked down by Eric Williams. Had a chance to intercept it, but it was incomplete. And that was intended for Lee Hodges, number 2.
Partridge threw that ball easy. He just kind of set up in the pocket, had good protection, threw the ball with some ease. Pretty good ways, too.
2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Bailey Partridge.
Bailey Partridge. Stewart's over at Ole Miss, right?
Right. And they send a wide receiver to the right, wide receiver to the left, and out of the split backfield. Once again, Partridge is under the center, and he's going to give the football to Maloof, and Maloof is going to be hit by Clay Dabbs, along with Richard Lewis, and along with Scott Flowers, but he's going to get inside the 35-yard line to the 33-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play, brings up 3rd and 8. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, no score. Another late arriving crowd.
Kind of traditional here at Lee Academy.
Brad Carroll leads the offensive line out for Pillow Academy. And Bailey Partridge is under the center with wide receivers on both sides. And out of the, he's going to run a draw to number 43. And Richard Lewis is going to come in there and stop it for no gain. Might have even lost a yard. Let's lose back the 2 yards they gained before, and brings up 4th and 10.
Now before the game started, we made the comment. You made the comment why they were practicing a 46-yard field goal. You think they'll try it here?
Well, they've got a perfect chance right here to attempt this 46-yard field goal. So we'll see as they get the officially team in the game.
I don't see anybody putting the kicking tee down.
And number 14, Jared Acey, is the punter. So they will kick here from the opponent's 30-yard line. Not a bad place to run a fake. Let's see what Pillow, and looks like Lee's expecting a fake, as they're not even getting anybody deep. And Acey's going to get a good snap and going to try to kick the ball out of bounds as he pushes it up in the air. The ball is going to bounce at the 5-yard line and going to get into the end zone. So the Lee Academy Colts get a good break after getting a punt blocked, are going to have it 1st down and 10 yards to go from their own 20-yard line. And this started out just like the kind of game we thought it was going to be, Rich.
No question about it. It's a good ball game. Turnovers may prove to be the eventual success of this ball game.
The program has got John Maloof listed as 5'10", 185, number 40. Boy, he looks bigger than that to me, but you don't think a coach would lie about a weight on the program, do you,
No,
Rick?
not in high school football, they don't.
I formation with wide receivers both ways, both sides for the Colts. Chris Turman deep, Shannon out of the I formation, 1 tight end in the game now, and Maxey is going to run the option play, going to pitch it to Turman, and Turman's going to get over the 25-yard line to about the 27 before he's knocked down and hops right back up. Nice lick by the Pillow Academy youngster, but Chris Turman just jumps right up off the ground and picks up about 9 on the play and makes it 2nd and 1. So good read on the option by senior quarterback Maxey, and a good run by junior running back Chris Turman, pickup of 9 yards. So the Lee Academy Colts have it 2nd and 1. Tight end Scott Flowers now is lined up on the right-hand side, and we have a wide receiver left and a slot left. And out of the split backfield, Shannon Hood and Chris Turman. And we're going to give the ball to, we're going to fake the ball to Hood, and a youngster for Pillow is going to get through and sack Chase Maxey for a loss. So they're doing something up front that's got our offensive line confused, as twice now we've had short yardage situations, and they've thrown us for losses.
Well, I can tell you one thing. We've run 7 plays all rushing, and they've all come to the right side. So, you know, maybe one time we'll go left way. I don't know.
Loss of 2 on the play, make it 3rd down and 3 yards to go now for the Colts. Jason Graber goes wide to the left. Cooper Tyner's in the slot to the left on 3rd and 3. Maxey barking out his signals with his backs in an I formation, overlooking a 5-man Pillow Academy front, and we're going to run the trap, and we're going to fake it. We're going to throw it to Scott Flowers, the tight end, and Scott Flowers is going to get inside of Pillow Academy territory, inside the 50-yard line to the 48. So a good read, a good throw by Chase Maxey, and I don't know if he checked off to that or not, but if he checked off, barking out his signals with his backs in an I formation, overlooking a 5-man Pillow Academy front, and we're going to run the trap. With the tight end, and Scott Flowers is going to get inside of Pillow Academy territory, inside the 50-yard line to the 48. So a good read, a good throw by Chase Maxey, and I don't know if he checked off to that or not, but if he checked off to it, he ought to be Johnny Unitas. And Scott Flowers was wide open, and a nice fake up the middle to Shannon Hood. We've been pounding there all night. And then a pass complete to our big junior tight end, Scott Flowers, for 1st down yardage inside Pillow Academy territory at the 48-yard line. 4:19 to go in the 1st quarter of the game. No score.
Like I said, you keep pounding to the right side, you're eventually going to open up at receiver, aren't you?
Yeah. Boy, that's good analyzation, Rich. Wide receivers right and left, and out of the I formation, Chase Maxey. He's looking at a 5-man Pillow Academy front, and they're going to jump off sides. Good job by Chase Maxey. Colts have done that several times this year, drawing the opponents off sides. And that's a dead ball foul against the Pillow Academy Mustangs. It'll make it 1st and 5. And this football will be moved into the inside of Pillow Academy's 45, down to the 43. Referee tried to go the wrong way, didn't he, Rich?
Yeah. Have you ever noticed those referees with the longest legs? The referees always have the longest legs. You ever noticed that?
3:57 to go in the 1st quarter of the game. And out of the I formation. Pillow Academy still in a 5-man front. Looks like the same defense we run. And Maxey is going to give the ball to Turman. And Turman's going to run off right tackle and going to be knocked down short of the 40-yard line by Maloof, along with number 80. That's Palmer Brock, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play and make it 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. This is our 2nd possession of the night.
Tell you, fast-moving 1st quarter, you know it.
3-6. When you don't throw any passes, it's going to move fast.
That's exactly right.
Colts better hurry up. Don't want to get a delay of game here. With 3:09 to go in the 1st quarter, Maxey going to run a pitch sweep to Bradley Gordon, and Gordon's going to cut back, going to get inside the 40, going to get down to about the 38, going to be very close to 1st down yardage, but I believe he's going to be a little bit short.
About a yard.
Short by about a yard. So here we go in another 3rd down in the yard situation. And we hadn't had much success with these tonight.
Well, we hadn't had but one of them.
We've had 2.
Okay, what are we, 0 for 2?
0 for 2. And Turman gets back into the game for the Colts, along with Maxey, taking out Kerry Michael Middleton, our 2nd tight end, and Bradley Gordon, our tailback. And the Colts are going to break huddle, send Cooper Tyner wide to the right, and Shannon Hood and Chris Turman are split, and the Colts are going to run a quarterback sneak, and Maxey's going to get close to the 1st down yardage. And we'll just wait and see where he gets a spot here. And I believe we're going to have another measurement.
I tell you, it looks like he got a pretty good spot, though.
Referees are going to call timeout, and we're going to have our second measurement of the night. What you think, Rich?
Oh, he made it. I'm pretty good in that category.
2:06 to go in the first quarter as they stretch the chain out. And he got it by about a centimeter. And the Colts have another first down. And Preston Fraser gets into the football game for the Colts, replacing Cooper Tyner. And the Colts, with 2:06 to go in the first quarter, having our best drive of the night. Preston Fraser goes wide to the right. Jason Graber is wide to the left. And once again, out of the I formation, we're going to throw, Rich. On first down and 10 yards to go with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, Chase Maxey is going to run the option and going to pitch it to Turman. And Turman's into the secondary and is tripped up.
I tell you.
I mean, just barely tripped up by Brad Carroll, and he could have ran a long way had Brad Carroll not got his big paw out there and slapped at Chris's feet and knocked him out from under him. Pickup of about 6 on the play, second down and 4. Chase Maxey's reading the option well, Rich.
He's doing a good job tonight. He really is. I tell you what, he's improved every week.
Eric Williams is back in tailback now, and we're going to a 2 tight end formation on second down and 4 yards to go. And Shannon Hood and Eric Williams are split behind Maxey, and we're going to fake the football, and Williams is going to keep it. He's going to be knocked down at the 30. I think that Chase wanted to take it out, but Eric had a death lock on it and wouldn't let it go.
Tell you what, kind of looked like they're just packing him in an elevator that time. Just nobody knew who got it. Just get in the elevator, man.
Well, I think that Chase tried to take that ball out then, and Eric wouldn't let him have it. Third down and 3 yards to go now for the Colts. Let's give him 1 yard on that play. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. We have no score. Big play for the Colts here on 3rd and 3. I'm sure we'll go for it down here, though. So we've got 2 downs to make 3 yards. And out of the split backfield again with 2 tight ends, 1 receiver to the left. Maxey is going to give the football to Eric Williams again. And Eric Williams is going to be short of the first down as he's knocked down and going to bring up 4th down and about 1 for the Lee Academy Colts. I believe Chase tried to take that ball out and Eric wouldn't let him have it.
I believe he did.
4th down for the Lee Academy Colts now. And the Lee Academy Colts are going to go for it here, I'm sure. 4th down and about a little over a yard.
That's going to be the last play of the first quarter, though.
But it's 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The first quarter's over, the fastest moving quarter in the history of football. Lee Academy and Pillow, no score. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. Fourth down and 2 yards to go. The Lee Academy coach with 2 tight ends are going to give the football to Eric Williams, and Eric Williams is going to get close to first down yardage as he barrels off the right tackle behind Richard Lewis and Clay Dabbs. It all depends on the spot. And we may have to Chase Maxey signaling first down, and that's what it is. So first down for the Lee Academy coach out of the 2 tight end power formation. We just gave it to Eric Williams off right tackle. Matt Williams plays third base for the Giants, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We gave it to Eric Williams off right tackle.
Well, he did.
And Eric Williams picks up the first down yardage. And on the second quarter is just underway. The Lee Academy Colts have it first down and 10 yards to go from Pillow Academy's 27-yard line. I formation now. Chris Turman's back into the game. And we send motion back to the right in the form of Cooper Tyner. And Maxey is barking out his signals and going to run the option. And he's into the secondary and is going to fake a pitch. And Chase Maxey runs to the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, boy. Chase Maxey, what a job.
That was a great job of running that time. Just even kept him off guard right up to the very last moment when he broke through the last man in the secondary.
And he got it back
by Maxey.
And we send motion back to the right in the form of Cooper Tyner. And Maxey is barking out his signals and going to run the option. Academy. What a job!
That was a great job of running that time. Just even kept him off guard right up to the very last moment when he broke through the last man in the secondary.
And he got about
Maxie.
And he got about 10 yards down the field, and he faked the pitch, and the free safety went with the fake, and he just turned it upfield and runs the final 10 or 15 yards into the end zone, and the Colts have broken on top 6-0. Jason Graber will attempt the extra point. Maxie will hold. Jack Laney will snap. Snap is back. It's a high snap. The kick is down. The kick is up. Kick is good. Colts 7, Pillow Academy nothing. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. Has the football teed up at the left hash mark on the 40-yard line, and Drew Howard and Jared Acey are deep for the Pillow Academy Mustangs, and the Lee Academy Colts have broken on top 7-0 with a score on the second play of the second quarter. And Graber kicks the football. It's going to be a high kick. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by the Pillow youngster as he's running parallel to the yard stripes there. And number 33, Stony Stone Street. Number 54, Joey Spinks. Number 5, Bubba Cheney, doing a good job for the Lee Academy Colts on kick coverage. And the Lee Academy Colt defense trots onto the football field, protecting a 7-0 lead now. And Pillow Academy's got it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 27-yard line. The Lee Academy Colts have Pillow Academy scouted pretty good, Rich.
They've done a good job of knowing what the Mustangs
Partridge has
are up
got
to.
wide receivers right and left, and out of the split backfield. They're going to run the trap to Malou, and Clay Dabbs is going to say, that might have worked twice, sir, but not the third time, as Clay Dabbs had a read on the trap all the way. And John Malou, the big fullback, 5'10", 185. Now, that time he looked like he weighed 5'10", 185.
He did.
10:49 to go in the first half of the football game. Colts on top 7-0. Good tackle by Clay Dabbs. Brad Carroll leads the Pillow Academy offensive line out. And Partridge has a wide receiver to the left and a wide receiver to the right. And out of the split backfield again is barking out his signals on 2nd and 10. And he's straight back in the pocket to throw and throws it over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for the tight end, number 85, Mike Ewing. And if Bradley Gordon had had his head up, he would have intercepted it. But he was thinking about delivering a lick, I think is what he was thinking about doing. And the football was just a little bit overthrown, intended for Mike Ewing. But he was open, so we're going to have to watch that. Third down and 10 yards to go now for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Let's hold them here and make them kick into this wind.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
What?
The wind's blowing in their direction.
Oh. I formation for Pillow with wide receivers both sides. Now they send motion back to the left. And Partridge is going to sprint to the left, going to run a draw. But he's not going to get much as number 59, Richard Lewis, is going to knock number 43 for Pillow Academy. That's John Gregson, and he's going to knock him down after he picked up about a yard. So Pillow looked like they had something developing then on the little sprint draw, a play they've run for years. And I mean, they 2 years ago down there, they just killed us with that play.
They wore slap out with it.
And Richard Lewis knocks it down for a 1-yard gain, and Jared Acey gets deep for the Pillow Academy Mustangs, and Wayne Bolin and Bradley Gordon are standing just inside their own 40. And there's a high snap over Acey's head, and Acey's going to have to throw a pass down here, and it's going to be caught by the Pillow Academy Mustang youngster, and he's into the secondary, and he's going to get a first down. And he's inside out over the 35-yard line to about the 39-yard line. They had to have receivers downfield. Pillow Academy Mustangs and Wayne Bolin and Bradley Gordon are standing just inside their own 40. And there's a high snap over Acey's head. into the secondary, and he's going to get a first down. And he's inside out over the 35-yard line to about the 39-yard line. They had to have receivers downfield.
Well, obviously they didn't, because I don't see any flags on the field.
Pillow Academy is going to get a first down on, and are going to absolutely dodge disaster on the play. As that snap was snapped over Jared Acey's head, and he just threw it downfield. And they really had kind of a little screen set up. I don't know if that was a planned play or not. I mean, it looked like they might have even been running a fake anyway. And Partridge gets back into the football game after Pillow has received a giant break here early in the second quarter. Well, how'd they not have illegal receivers downfield?
Well, I don't know. I just don't know.
They have wide receiver to the left and a slot to the left. And out of the I formation, Partridge is under the center. And we're going to run misdirection, and we're going to miss him in the backfield. And number 43, Braxton, is going to get close to midfield and going to get first down yardage. Richard Lewis had a shot at him in the backfield. And he ran through Richard's tackle.
Looked like he had his arm on it.
Academy gets a first down at the 49-yard line in their own territory.
Well, the coach got to stiffen up the defense here, Albert, and kind of give them back for that punt error.
See Joey Spinks down here on the Lee Academy sideline getting an ankle taped. So Joey might have had a little sprain there. He's the starting offensive guard for the Colts. Partridge has wide receiver left, slot left. They bring motion back to the right. Lee Academy Colts in a 5-man front. And they're going to run misdirection again. And number 43, Gregson, and Kerry Michael Middleton is going to say hello as he's running for about a 2-yard loss. And Kerry Middleton is fine. Back to the right. Lee Academy Colts in a 5-man front. Number 43, Gregson, and Kerry Michael Middleton is going to say hello as he's running for about a 2-yard loss. And Kerry Middleton is finally getting into shape and starting to play the football that the Lee Academy Colts have expected him to play all year long. 1-yard loss for Pillow Academy.
I tell you, that's called defense instead of defense, you know what?
And Kerry Middleton playing in there at that right defensive tackle. I apologize to all our listeners for my friend Richard Webster. As Pillow breaks huddle and sends a wide receiver to the left and a slot to the left. And out of the I formation, Colts in a 5-man front. They send motion back to the right, and Partridge is straight back to throw, getting no pressure whatsoever, and the ball is over the middle and going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted by Jason Graber. Good coverage down there by Graber, along with free safety Bradley Gordon, and brings up 3rd and 11. Straight back to throw, getting no pressure whatsoever. Incomplete, almost intercepted by Jason Graber. Good coverage down there by Graber, along with free safety Bradley Gordon, and brings up 3rd and 11. 7:48 to go in the 7:48 to go in the half.
Yeah, half. First half.
The first half. And on 3rd and 11, Colt defense needs to stiffen up here. And a big play. Well, John Maloof and Mr. John Gregson have both been given some really good Lee Academy Colt hits tonight. And Partridge, with a wide receiver to the left, now motion back to the left. They're going to run a flood pattern, and they're going to fake the draw, going to set a screen up. And it's set up good over here for Maloof, and he's just going to drop the football. He would not have gotten the first down because Clay Dabbs would have tackled him the minute that he caught it. And 4th down, 11 yards to go for Pillow Academy now, and they get their punting team into the football game. Jared Acey, number 14. I see Joey Spinks trying to get the game, but they're not going to let him go in the game. He's limping too bad.
Yeah, he's
Bradley Gordon and Wayne Bolin will be deep for the Lee Academy Colts, and they'll stand at about the 20. So Pillow Academy's best play has been a snap over the punter's head. And Jared Acey standing at about his own 34-yard line, awaiting the snap. This time he gets a low snap. He picks it up and gets the kick away, and it's going to be bounced at Lee Academy territory at about the 25 and going to be downed at the 25. So the Colts will take over first down and 10 yards to go from their own 25-yard line. And the Colt defense done a great job the first two possessions for Pillow. 7.5 minutes to go in the half. I tell you, Rich, we got some players on our defense that will deliver a hit.
Oh, ain't no question about that. I'm telling you, our defense has been in every ball game, absolutely just staying right in the trenches and fighting it out, man. They're doing a great job.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. Jason Graber goes wide to the right. Cooper Tyner's wide to the left. Chris Turman is deep. Shannon Hood's close, looking over a 5-man Pillow Academy front. Maxey is going to give the football to, is going to fake it, going to pitch it to Turman, and Turman's into the secondary and misses and dodges one tackle and gets out almost to the 40-yard line. So Chris Turman.
That's one of your favorites there, Albert.
One of my favorites.
I guarantee you.
Runs the football for first down yardage out to the 39-yard line, and the Lee Academy Colts have it right there, first down and 10 yards to go, and we can run on these guys, Rich.
Oh, no question about that.
First and 10 for the Colts. Ivy Dees checks into the football game, replacing Jason Graber. And out of the I formation again with a wide receivers on both sides. Chase Maxey is straight back in the pocket to throw, throws it complete to Ivy Dees, and Ivy Dees makes one juke, breaks one tackle, and gets to midfield and going to have first down yardage again. So I think that's Ivy Dees' first catch of the year as he picks up about 11 yards on the play, and good throw and a good catch from Chase Maxey to Ivy. Wide receivers on both sides. Chase Maxey is straight back in the pocket. Breaks one tackle and gets to midfield and going to have first down yardage again. So I think that's Ivy Dees' first catch of the year as he picks up about 11 yards on the play, and good throw and a good catch from Chase Maxey to Ivy Dees.
And a good run by Ivy after catching the ball.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts. Colts look sharp tonight, Rich.
They're looking good.
6:49 to go in the first half of the football game. Colts on top 7-0. Split backfield now. Wide receivers on both sides. Dees to the left, and Preston Fraser's to the right. And Maxey is going to give the football on the dive out of the outside veer to Shannon Hood, and Shannon Hood's going to run inside the 45-yard line down to the 43. Very quickly before we go any further, I'd like to say, give a happy 90th birthday to Mr. Dooley Dabbs.
Happy birthday, dear Dooley. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dooley. Happy birthday to you. I don't usually sing on the radio.
He'll be 90 years old on Sunday.
There you go. Happy birthday, Mr. Dabbs.
Wide receivers both ways for the Lee Academy Colts. Shannon Hood's close, and Chris Turman's deep out of the eye. Still a 5-man front for Pillow Academy on second down and 3 yards to go. And we're going to run the option. We're going to fumble the football, and Max is going to get on it and make a nice play to get it. Good play by Chase Maxey. Youngster hit him from behind and knocked the ball loose as we had the option set up again, and Chris Turman was fixing to run for some more yardage. So loss of about 5 on the play, make it third down and 8 yards to go now for the Lee Academy Colts. 5:45 to go in probably the fastest moving first half of football I've ever seen. Preston Fraser goes wide to the right. Jason Graber's wide to the left. Turman's deep, and Shannon Hood's close out of the eye on third down and 8 yards to go. Colts need a big play here on third down, and we're straight back to throw, and we're going to hit our tight end again. He's going to make a great catch inside the 35-yard line down to about the 33, and Chase Maxey, Rich, I just can't tell you enough about this kid. He has come so far, and I mean, he weighs 8 yards to go. Colts need a big play here on third down, and we're straight back to catch. Inside the 35-yard line down to about the 33. And Chase Maxey, Rich, I just can't tell you enough about this kid. He has come so far. And I mean, he waited and waited and waited and waited till Scott broke open and then hit him with a perfect throw. Good catch by Scott Flowers. Inside of Lee Academy's 35-yard line to the inside of Pillow Academy's 35 to the 33. So Flowers has caught 2 balls tonight. We send Jason Graber wide to the left. Cooper Tyner's in the slot to the left. And once again, out of the eye, Cooper Tyner in motion back to the right-hand side. And we're going to run the pitch determined. And we're going to fumble the football. We're going to get back on it again. Good play there by Joey Spinks, number 54, getting back to fall on it. Pitch might have been a little bit behind Chris, but probably one he should have caught. Loss of about 2 on the play. Make it 2nd and 12.
Tell you, we're playing heads-up ball tonight, Albert. We're really playing a good ball game.
We seem to be alert. The ball's been on the ground twice, and we've been on it both times. 4:26 to go in the half. Like to get another touchdown before the half's over. 2nd down and 12 yards to go. Bradley Gordon is wide to the left, and the other team's hollering for a reverse over there. Every time he comes in the game, we run it. And the Colts are going to run a reverse, and Gordon's going to not get to the corner, and they were prepared for that. But I tell you something, we're setting something up with that.
Ain't no
we're
question
setting
about
something up with that because we're going to fake that in a minute. That's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play, and bring it up 3rd down and 14 yards to go for the Colts. So that's a kind of a setup play there. 3rd and 14, 3:51 to go in the first quarter. Bradley Gordon checks out of the football game. Cooper Tyner checks in. I mean, he checked into the game. The other coaches were hollering reverse. But I tell you, Coach Weiss is setting something up with that. We're going to fake that before the game's over. 3:51 to go in the first half of the football game. 3rd and 14. Tyner's back to the right in motion now, and they're crowding Jason Graber, giving double coverage. And Maxey looking, is going to have to run the football. Is going to be knocked down. He's going to lose another yard on the play as they had double coverage on Jason Graber out here. That free safety slipped over there right at the last minute, and they disguised their coverage good, and and ended up in double coverage on Jason.
Well, they did a good job of disguising the coverage.
4th down and 15 yards to go now for the Colts. And Eric Williams will punt. Jack Laney will snap. On 4th down and 14 yards to go. Last time the Colts tried to punt, it was blocked. Good snap back. This time Eric's got plenty of time and kicks the football that's going to be fielded by AC and fumble. And the Lee Academy Colts are going to run into the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's see what he's calling here.
That was a muff, and you cannot advance a muff, but I think the Lee Colts tried to punt. It was blocked. Good snap back. This time Eric's got plenty of time and kicks the foot. And the Lee Academy Colts are going to run into the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's see what he's calling here.
That was a muff, and you cannot advance a muff, but I think the Lee Academy Colts are going to get to keep the football.
Looks like we're going to have a little conference about it.
Surely they're not going to say he didn't touch it. Pillow's going to get to keep it. Boy, that's a horrible call, as AC had to touch that football. They're going to let Pillow Academy keep it. I think the rule is that you can't advance a muff, but good gracious, he didn't touch that ball.
Well, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I couldn't see it.
Well, Thursday night on Graham Video Services,
we'll find out, won't we?
3 minutes to go in the first half of the football game. Pillow Academy's got it 1st down and 10 yards to go from their own 10. They dodged a major bullet right there. They are now in a trips formation. They're in a one-back set with trip wide receivers. Colts a little confused, straight back to throw, and going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted. The football was right off the hands of number 21. That's Trip Maloof. As the coach looked a little confused as Pillow Academy came out in a one-back set with 3 wide receivers on the left-hand side. Second down now, 10 yards to go. I'm sure we'll make an adjustment and get that covered this time if I had to bet. And they break huddle, 2:43 to go in the first half of the football game. Colts need to get the ball back. They have trip receivers on this side now and a one-back set. And Partridge is back to throw again, and he's in trouble. And he's going to run the football, and he's out over the 20. It fumbles the football. It looked like, no. Clay Dabbs is going to tackle him, but he's going to pick up first down after a gain of about 14 yards. So Colts got pretty good pressure that time on quarterback Partridge. He runs out of the pocket and picks up first down yardage out to the 25-yard line, pick up a 15 on the play, 1st and 10 for Pilla. So this is something new Pilla's put in for this game, is they're in trip receivers again with one running back. And Partridge is barking out his signals. They're going to run the football right up the middle to number 40, Maloof. And Maloof's going to battle out to close to the 30-yard line, pick up of about 5 on the play. Let's give him 6 on the play, make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first half of the football game. Colts on top 7-0. 2nd down and 4 yards to go for Pillow. We need a turnover right here. They've got 4 wide receivers in the game now with 1 running back. And Partridge is straight back to throw. Going to get a little bit of a pressure and going to be sacked by Matt Sanders. Matt Sanders throws Partridge for a loss. Loss of about 3 on the play, or 4. And that's going to be it. And we have a timeout call. Pillow Academy has called timeout with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. 1:29 to go in the first half of the football game. Pillow with wide receiver to the right and a slot to the right. And Partridge is under the center, and he's sprinting out to the right to throw. And Dabbs has got his receiver covered, and Partridge is going to be cracked by number 33, Stone Street, as he runs over the 30. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to hurt somebody before this game is over with. 1:16 to go in the first half of the football game.
I tell you, some popping going on out on that football field.
4th down now for Pilla as they get Jared Acey into the football game, and the Colts get Bradley Gordon and Wayne Bolden deep.
That Marshall's the greatest, ain't he?
Boy, he's great, boy. I tell you,
Well,
we
Marshall,
asked him to get us a score, and he did.
I tell you, Marshall, you're doing a great job.
48 seconds to go in the first half of the football game. As I don't know why Lee didn't call a timeout here, but there's a delay of game penalty against Pillow Academy. We let a lot of time run off the field there. Off the clock, not off the field. And there's a 5-yard step off against Pillow. The Colts will have it, the Pillow Academy will have it 4th down and about 8 yards to go now from their own 26-yard line, as we see Bradley Gordon slipping up there behind the defensive line. So we're going to try to block this. I tell you, Rich, we're going to block this one. 39 seconds to go. Snap is back. Kick is away. And it's a high kick that Wayne Bolden's just going to get out of the way, which is just exactly what Coach Weiss told him to do. And it's going to roll inside of Lee Academy's 20-yard line down to about the 18-yard line. 24 seconds to go in the first half of the football game now. The Colts, I'm sure, will be satisfied just to let the clock run out and go to the half with a 7-0 lead. See Coach Weiss there giving Chase Maxey his instructions on what he wants to do. Waiting on the official to put the ball in play. And the clock's just going to run out. 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts are going to go to the dressing room with a 7-0 lead. It's 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds to go now. And the first half is going to come to a close with Pillow Academy trailing the Lee Academy Colts by a score of 7-0. So the first half's over. Lee Academy 7, Pillow Academy nothing. We're going to send it back to the station now for our halftime show. This is Lee Academy football. But to get the second half underway, the Lee Academy Colts will have to kick off to start the second half of this football game.
Would you ask Bobo to come back in 2 years? You know, Larry Phillips kind of threw you out of sync last week, and now Bob, I think, has kind of got you off a little bit. You know, it's a good thing I'm around, Albert, to kind of steady you a little bit, you know.
So the Colts will go on defense first, and Pillow Academy will get possession of the football. I tell you, they came out right at the end of the first half with that trip receiver stuff and had us confused a little bit. That does two things. It gives you too many people to cover out on the outside, but also you have to pull your linebackers away from the defensive line for coverage, and it makes it a little easier to run.
Well, you were spreading. Yeah, you could see Clay Dabbs was having to spread out to help out a little bit with the pass coverage. That just leaves you very vulnerable right up the middle.
The Lee Academy coach kickoff teams down there talking to Coach Cal Finney, John Martin Harris, Bubba Cheney, Chris Turman, Jack Laney, Ivy Deves, Wayne Bolin, Alan O'Brien, Jason Graber, Bradley Rybolt, and Stony Stone Street, Chris Lively. So that's the 11 youngsters on the Lee Academy kick team. Jason Graber will kick off. The Lee Academy coach will be defending the north end zone to start the second half. Captains Clay Dabbs and Chase Maxey have just gotten through with the decision on what to do in the second half. Lee Academy coach special teams have been a strong point of this football team all year long. And Lee Academy gets their kickoff team into the football game. Lee Academy coach special teams. Long. Lee Academy gets their kickoff team into the football game, and Jason Graber will tee it up at the 40-yard line. We are still awaiting the kickoff team from Pillow Academy to get onto the football field, as I'm sure they'll have number 11 Drew Howard and number 14 Jared Acey deep. And we're about 2 quarters away from hopefully which will be a tremendous win for the Lee Academy Colts.
First conference win, always a big one.
We got 24 more minutes to play. The defense is going to have to play hard. The offense is going to need some more points. I don't think 7 is going to be enough to win the football game.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Jared Acey and Drew Howard get deep for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Jason Graber's got it teed up at the 40-yard line at the left hash mark. And the second half of this football game is just about underway. Everybody's got 11 men on the field.
That's kind of normal, isn't it?
And Jason Graber approaches the football and gets the second half underway, and he hits a little pop-up kick that's going to hit and going to be down just outside the 20-yard line. And that football, nobody seemed to take control out there for Pillow Academy, and that was a free ball for just a minute. But number 22, Drew Pinkston, fell on it for the Pillow Academy Mustangs, and Pillow Academy takes over first down and 10 yards to go from their own 23-yard line. Colt defense is Scott Flowers, Jack Laney at defensive ends, Kerry Middleton and Richard Lewis at the defensive tackles, and Matt Sanders at the nose tackle, Dabbs and Stone Street at the inside linebackers, Tyner and Graber at the corners, and Williams and Gordon at the safeties. Out of the I formation, Patridge is going to give the football to number 43, Bankston. He's going to break 1 tackle, going to break 2 tackles, and going to get to the 25-yard line. He's going to pick up about 2 on the play. before he's knocked down by Stone Street and Eric Williams. Let's give him 3 yards on the play. Second down and about, let's give him 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. So good running there by number 43, John Gregson. Not Bankston, Gregson. Second down and 8 yards to go for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Pillow trails 7-0. Second half is just underway. And out of the 5-man front again, they've gone to trip receivers again. And straight back to throws Partridge, and he throws it out here. It's overthrown. Intended for number 10. That's Chris McCurdy. Colts had good coverage out there. Eric Williams and Jason Graber. And so Pillow steps right to the bar in the second half in that trips formation. Third down, 7 yards to go for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Colt defense needs to stiffen up here. They send 3 wide receivers again to the left. 1 running back behind Partridge. And Partridge is straight back to throw. And it's going to be a little bit of a pressure. It's going to throw it complete to number 11.
Good catch.
That's Drew Howard. And he makes a good catch out over the 40 to the 43-yard line. And gets first down yardage. Colts almost got the quarterback that time, and he got rid of it just about a half a second before Jack Laney sacked him. But he picks up good yardage out over the 40-yard line to the 43. First down and 10 for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. So Coach Weiss told me before the football game that he thought Pillow was going to try to throw on us. And he's proven to be a swami. And they send 3 wide receivers to this side this time. And straight back to throws Partridge again, and going to throw a little swing pass out here to Maloof. And Maloof's going to break a tackle and going to get into Lee Academy territory and going to get very close to first down yardage. He's going to be short of the first down by about a half a yard, however. Second down and 1. Clock is running with 10:24 to go in the third quarter of this football game. Colt defense needs to tighten up here. Number 21 for Pillow, that's Trip Maloof, checks into the football game. And Pillow Academy breaks huddle and sends a wide receiver to the right and to the left. And out of the I formation, they're going to try to pick it up on the run here, I bet. Colts in a 5-man front. And they're just going to give the football to the tailback. And he's going to get to the 45-yard line in Lee Academy territory and going to have first down yardage by about a yard. So Pillow will have it first down and 10 yards to go from Lee Academy's 45-yard line.
Best drive of the night for the Mustangs so far, opening up the second half, looking pretty good.
And got it all got started on a great catch by number 11, Drew Howard. The Colts had good coverage on that play, by the way.
They really did.
Howard just went up there and got it. First down and 10 yards to go for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. And they have trip receivers to the right, and Partridge is straight back to throw and going to throw it out here incomplete. Intended for number 11, Drew Howard. Good coverage by Cooper Tyner. And this is a little 2-step drop that Partridge is doing. The Colts are not having time to put pressure on him.
He's going to throw that little swing pass coming our way this time, Albert.
Second down and 10 yards to go for Pillow now. They trail in the football game 7-0. This is the best anybody's moved the ball on us all year. Pillow sends the wide receivers to the right and the left. They have a slot to the left and 1 running back behind Partridge, and he's straight back to throw and going to throw the screen out, the little swing out here to Maloof. And Maloof's in the Lee Academy secondary and going to run inside the 35-yard line down to about the 31, and he's going to get first down yardage.
Well, they threw the little swing, but they went the other way.
So a good throw and a good catch from Partridge to Maloof. And the Pillow Academy Mustangs are driving now as they're in business inside of Lee Academy's territory at the 32-yard line. And the Colt defense needs to do something here. 9:28 to go in the third period of the game. Colts on top, 7-0. Pillow breaks huddle. Sends wide receiver to the right. Send 3 wide receivers to the right as they're in the trip formation. They better hurry up. They're going to get a delay of game. And Partridge is under the center, barking out his signals, and he's straight back to throw. Colts not getting pressure.
Right over
and
the
they
middle.
throw it over the middle to the tight end, number 85, and he's going to break 2 tackles and going to get inside of Lee Academy's 10-yard line to about the 8. So Mike Ewing, the big tight end, catches it on a drag pattern across the middle, and the Colts defense a little confused now as Pillow Academy's got it first down and goal to go from Lee Academy's 9.
I tell you, the Colts look a little flat, really, right now. They just look like they didn't come back ready to play, but they're gonna have the wake-up bell on them in just a few moments.
9:19 to go in the third quarter of the football game. Clock is running. Pillow Academy gets number 21, Trip Maloof, into the game. And they break huddle and send wide receivers to the right and to the left with a slot to the right and a one-back set again. They may try to run that little screen again, and a quarterback draw by Partridge, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. That was a good drive by Pillow Academy then.
Excellent drive. Excellent drive.
As they've scored on the first possession of the second half, and the Lee Academy Colts lead 7-6 with 8:53 to go in the third quarter of the football game. Good drive by the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Excellent offensive calls. Number 58 for Pillow Academy, that's Wilson Hillman. He's got it teed up at the 10-yard line. He's a straight-on kicker.
And a strong kicker, too.
Holding will be number 11, Drew Howard. Lee Academy Colt defense will try to block this extra point here with 8:53. Snap is back, kick is up. The kick is good. Lee Academy 7, Pillow Academy 7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. For the Lee Academy Colts, awaiting Hillman's kickoff as Pillow Academy has struck like lightning to open the second half and taken the opening kickoff and driven down the field and scored a touchdown. Wayne Bowden is going to field the ball at the 5, and he's coming right back up the middle, and he's going to be knocked down inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line by Jared Acey. So good special team coverage by the Pillow Academy Mustangs. And Lee Academy offense now is going to have to do something and take some charge here as the Colts have come back from the second half a little bit flat, and Pillow Academy has taken the opening kickoff and driven down and scored the tying touchdown. Colts get Eric Williams, Kerry Milton in the football game, which means we'll be in a 2 tight end split back set. Colts are going to try to run just the way we started the game off. Going to try to run the outside veer out of the split backs. Now we're in a I formation now with 2 tight ends. 1 wide receiver. 5-man front for Pillow Academy. Maxey barking out his signals. Going to give the football to Hood, and Hood's going to get up to about the 20 and maybe a little bit over the 20-yard line before he's knocked back by the Pillow Academy Mustangs. And Pillow Academy's fired up. Gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Preston Fraser gets into the football game for the Colts, bringing out Cooper Tyner. Colts need to take this back down the field and answer that touchdown. Out of the I formation with 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver to the right. Maxey is under the center, barking out his signals. And they're disregarding the pass. And there's a pitch to Williams, and Williams is going to be knocked down at the 20 at the line of scrimmage on a good defensive play by the Pillow Academy Mustangs, and they're a fired up bunch of kids.
I tell you, old Mo's done swapped over to the backs of the Mustangs right at the moment there, Albert.
3rd down now and 7 yards to go for the Colts, as that was no gain. Colts will get 2 wide receivers back into the football game, Graber and Tyner, along with our other tailback, Chris Turman. We bring out Kerry Middleton, Eric Williams, and Preston Fraser, and the Colts on 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Big play for our offense here. We don't want to have to punt from down here. 3rd and 7, wide receiver left, slot to the left, and out of the I formation, Chase Maxey is under the center with his tight end lined up on the right-hand side. We bring motion back to the right in the form of Cooper Tyner, and Lee Academy is going to run a little misdirection play to Turman, and Turman gets into the second down and gets first down yardage over the 30 to about the 32 and was about a step away from breaking that. Boy, Chris has been close to breaking 2 tonight, and one hand has tackled him. He needs to pick his feet up a little bit. 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts, as they've got it at their own 34-yard line. Good offensive play there for the Lee Academy Colts. Wide receivers on both sides now, and out of the split backfield, straight back to throw, complete to Jason Graber, out over the 35-yard line to about the 38. where number 11 for Pillow Academy, Drew Howard, knocks him down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts now. Football game is tied 7-7. Ivy Dees gets into the game for the Colts, taking out Jason Graber. And on 2nd and 5, with 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Colts break huddle and send wide receivers on both sides, Dees and Fraser. And out of the I formation, Chase Maxey looking at a 5-man Pillow Academy front. And we're going to run the trap to Shannon Hood, and we were all messed up in the backfield that time. As Pillow Academy has that trap play defense pretty well. They seem to like they know when it's coming.
That's right.
5:39 to go in the 3rd quarter of the game. Colts and Pillow Academy tied 7-7. Colts break huddle and send Cooper Tyner wide to the right. Jason Graber's wide to the left now on 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Loss of about a yard on that play. And out of the I formation. We need a big play here. They're sneaking double coverage on Graber over here again. And here's going to run the option pitch to Turman. And Turman's in a lot of trouble and is going to be tackled for no gain. 4th down now for the Lee Academy Colts. So the Colts are going to be forced to punt.
I tell you, Coach Weiss is not too happy either.
Gain of about a yard there by Turman and brings up 4th and 4. The Colts get their punting team into the football game. Eric Williams will be punting. And going deep will be Jared Acey along with Drew Howard. No, number 21's Trip Maloof. And now they're bringing Maloof up, and they're expecting a fake. As they're going to try to block this thing, it looks like. And they're going to jump off sides.
And that's going to be real close to a 1st down.
But I think they're going to call it on us. Jack Laney picked the ball up. And that's illegal procedure.
That's a no-no.
Jack Laney, and that's going to back the football up to the 34-yard line and make it 4th and 9. So Pillow Academy gets their punt receiving team into the football game. Jack Laney will snap. Eric Williams will kick. We need to get this punt off. 4:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Laney gets a good snap back, and Williams gets the kick away, and it's off the side of his foot, but it's going to take a Pillow Academy bounce and going to be downed inside the 45-yard line at the 44. So Pillow Academy was getting a rush on that. And the Lee Academy Colt defense will be called on to stop what looks like a pretty potent Pillow Academy offense here with 4:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. And I tell you, Coach Kyle Finney read that defensive unit the right act on the sidelines a minute ago. So let's see if they play with a little bit more intensity. 4:25 to go. Clock is running in the 3rd quarter. We're tied 7-7. We need a turnover. They send wide receiver to the left and a slot to the left. And out of the I formation, quarterback Partridge is going to run misdirection to number 43, Gregson. And Gregson's into the Lee Academy secondary and going to run inside the 45-yard line to the 41. So all of a sudden, we can't stop these guys.
I tell you what, we've had at least 2 missed tackles on that play, and we're looking like we're missed tackling quite a bit here in the 2nd half, Albert.
Tailback John Gregson runs for 1st down yardage inside Lee Academy's 45-yard line to the 41-yard line. And that's a gut check time for Lee Academy, as Pillow Academy is just knocking us off the ball up front. With 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, we're tied 7-7. They send wide receiver to the left, slot to the left. Once again out of the I formation. Tight ends lined up on the right-hand side. They're going to run a pitch sweep to Gregson again, and Gregson's going to be hit, and we missed another tackle as he runs inside the 35-yard line to the 34. Let's give him the 33-yard line. Pickup of about 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Let's call it 2nd and 3. Pickup of 7. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Matt Sanders comes out of the football game. Bradley Rybo's in the game at nose tackle now.
I tell you, just a little bit of holding going on out there too, Albert. I think they're going to see it in just a moment or two.
Second down and 3 yards to go for Pillow Academy. They're still in an I formation with wide receivers to the right, left, slot to the left. Partridge runs a fake, and the Colts are looking downfield, and this pass is going to be knocked down by Eric Williams, almost intercepted. And Kerry Middleton and Bradley Rybolt putting good pressure on Partridge that time. Almost got to him before he got rid of it, and it's going to bring up third down for Pillow Academy. Third down and 3. Partridge's got a pretty good arm.
He does. He's just a smooth thrower, man. He throws the ball very easily.
2:53 to go in the third quarter. Football game is tied 7-7. Third down and 3 yards to go now for Pillow. Big defensive play for the Lee Academy Colts here as the Mustangs with a wide receiver right, a slot to the right. And Partridge is going to run a pitch sweep out here to Gregson. And Gregson is not going to get the first down as I think that's Jack Laney. No, that's Kerry Michael Middleton. And Scott Flowers out there. Slot to the right. And Partridge is going to run a pitch sweep out. First down as I think that's Jack Laney. No, that's Kerry Michael Middleton. And Scott Flowers out there stopping. Might have gained a yard on the play. Might have lost a yard on the play.
I think he lost a yard.
And brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, about 4.
4th and 4, so Pillow Academy's got a choice to make here, and they're going to punt the football away as quarterback Bailey Partridge checks out of the football game. Jared Acey checks into the football game, and he'll be punting here, and he's standing just outside of Lee Academy's 45-yard line. Good spot for a fake here. Lee Academy coach do not even have anybody back. Yeah, we do. We got Wayne Bolin back. Snap is back, and Acey is going to kick the football away, and it's going to be kind of off the side of his foot and going to go out of bounds over there. So we'll get that marked at the 10-yard line. So at the 11-yard line. So the Colts at the 12-yard line as the official keeps on walking up over there. So the Colts will have it first down and 10 yards to go from their own 12-yard line. We've been in a hole this whole third period. We need a big play. 2:02 to go in the third quarter. Scores tied 7-7. Chase Max is onto the football field. A little late with a play from Coach Ricky Weiss. The Colt offensive line needs to take charge here. Knock these Pillow Academy Mustangs off the ball. Let's score a touchdown. Matt Sanders leads the offensive line out. Tight end Scott Flowers is lined up on the right-hand side. And out of the I formation with Hood close and Chris Turman deep. Chase Maxey's barking out his signals. And they're just completely disregarding the pass. And Shannon Hood right up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's into the secondary. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. It's just a foot race now. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to be tagged down at the Pillow Academy 16-yard line. Chris Turman deep. Chase Maxey's barking out his signals. And they're just... the secondary. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. It's just a... And he's going to be tagged down at the Pillow Academy 16-yard line. Shannon Hood, we've been waiting all year long for him to break one of those, and he finally did as he just ran through an arm tackle at the line of scrimmage and raced how many yards, Rich?
76.
76 yards down the sidelines, and the Lee Academy Colts are in business now. First down and 10 yards to go from Pillow Academy's 17-yard line. 1:46 to go in the third quarter.
I don't know if it's 76, but it sounded good.
Well, it was a long run.
That's right.
First down and 10 yards to go for the
71.
For the Lee Academy Colts. 71-yard run by Shannon Hood. And we're in the split backfield with Hood, with Eric Williams and Chris Turman behind Maxey. And here's the handoff to Eric Williams, and Eric Williams is going to get inside the 15-yard line down to about the 14-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 2 on the play. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Colt offense trying to get a touchdown here. Pickup of 2 on the play. Second down and 8 yards to go. Cooper Tyner's in the football game for the Colts. Bradley Gordon's in the football game for the Colts, taking out Chris Turman at the tailback position. So we've got Eric Williams close, Bradley Gordon deep out of the I formation. Jason Graber and Cooper Tyner are split to the right and the left respectively. And Chase Maxey, with his tight end lined up on the left-hand side, is going to run a pitch sweep to Bradley Gordon. And he's got a little bit of running room as he cuts back up the middle, gets to the 5-yard line, inside the 5 to about the 3. And the Lee Academy offensive line absolutely blew Pillow off the ball that time. Good blocking downfield by Clay Dabbs, by Eric Williams, by tight end Scott Flowers, by Joey Spinks, by Matt Sanders. Good job by the Lee Academy coach. Jonathan Poole from his weak side offensive tackle. And we get Hood and Kerry Middleton in the football game, which means we'll go to 2 tight ends and a wishbone formation. First down and goal to go for the Lee Academy Colts from the Pillow Academy 3. 33 seconds to go in the third quarter as they're trying to get the clock started. They finally do. And Maxey out of the wishbone with 2 tight ends is barking out his signals, and he's going to give the football to Bradley Gordon, and Bradley Gordon's going to get very close to the goal line. He's down to about the 1. 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. That'll be the last play of the third quarter, I'm sure. The Lee Academy Colts are on the Pillow Academy 1-yard line. The third quarter is over. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. From inside the 1-yard line for the Lee Academy Colts, we get Kerry Middleton back into the game for the Colts, bringing out Preston Frazier. So we're in a 2 tight end wishbone formation, trying to score our second touchdown of the night. Matt Sanders leads the offensive line out, and the official's not ready to play yet. So I don't know what this holdup is for.
Yeah, had a little conference going on the Pillow sideline.
And out of the wishbone formation with 2 tight ends, the Lee Academy Colts trying to punch this touchdown in. And Chase Maxey with Hood close. And Bradley Gordon and Eric Williams deep in the wishbone is barking out his signals and going to give the football to Eric Williams. And
touchdown.
Eric Williams is going to score a touchdown. Good job by the offense, Rich.
I tell you what, they did what they had to do when they were down, so you can't ask anything more of them.
Now we got to kick this extra point with 11:56 to go in the football game. An all-important extra point. Jack Laney will snap. Chase Maxey will hold. Jason Graber will kick. And the Lee Academy defense is going to be called on again to stop the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Good snap, good kick.
It's good.
Up. It's good. Lee Academy 14, Pillow Academy 7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football.
Ten to 6 in the third.
Jason Graber's kick is going to sail out of bounds and inside the 5-yard line, so they'll have it. First down and 10 yards to go from, I don't know if it comes out to the 45, to the 35 or the 40. We'll wait and see here.
I think it's the 35, isn't it?
Lee Academy Colt defense gets into the game. Rich, what was that Kirk Academy score?
10-6, Hendon all over Kirk.
And that football is going to come out. So that was what the what the official was talking about to both coaches. Somebody in the stands got a whistle on. So first down and 10 yards to go for Pillow Academy from their own 35-yard line. They send wide receivers to the left, slot to the left, and another wide receiver to the right, and Pillow's got to take a timeout. They were confused. Pillow takes a timeout, trailing 14-7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. First down and 10 yards to go for the Pillow Academy Mustangs from their own 35-yard line. Partridge has got 3 wide receivers in the game, and it's going to be knocked down by number 63, Jack Laney. And football hurt him, too. It hit him right in his, looked like right in his bicep muscle.
Boy, I tell you, it was coming strong, too.
And Jack got his hands up just like he's supposed to get them up and knocked that football down. Second down and 10 yards to go for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. 11:52 to go in the fourth quarter. This fourth quarter is probably going to last as much as the first 3 quarters did combined.
Probably will.
As the first 3 quarters did combined. Second and 10 for Pillow. They break huddle, taking a long time in the huddle. They don't want to get a delay of game here. And they're having trouble again. They got 2 wide receivers at each side. Now they're having a whole lot of problems. Trip receivers now. And there's a delay of game. Well, Pillow Academy is going to get a delay of game penalty as they could not get their wide receivers set. And that's going to be a 5-yard step off against the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Matt Sanders is going to check back into the football game for the Lee Academy Colts as Jack Laney's still having trouble with his arm out there. That ball might have hit him right in the elbow, it looks like, as he's rubbing it. I can tell you this, there ain't a tougher one out there than him.
That's right.
11:52 to go in the football game. Colts still in a 5-man front. They've got 3 wide receivers spread all over the field. 1 back set, and Partridge is straight back to throw. And they're going to try to throw a down, out, and down. And they throw it, and it's going to be overthrown. Intended for number 11. That's Drew Howard. And quarterback Partridge took a lick after they let go of the football. And I think he was asking the official for roughing the passer, but looked to me like they almost got him a sack before he got rid of the football. Trip Maloof checks into the football game for Pillow, taking out number 10, Chris McCarty. And on third down and 15 yards to go, big play for the Lee Academy defense here as we've made some adjustments. And Partridge on third and 15, straight back to throw, trying to hit the fullback. It's going to be sacked. Scott Flowers, along with Matt Sanders. And I tell you who made the play is Jack Laney, circled out there with that fullback and didn't let him throw that swing pass. And Partridge did not have anywhere to go except up the middle, and that's in Matt Sanders' territory. And Matt Sanders and Scott Flowers knock him down, and a good defensive stand by the Lee Academy Colts. Fourth down and 17 yards to go now. That's a loss of 2 on the play. And we get Bradley Gordon and Wayne Bolin deep, and we're going to get good field position if we can just field this punt. And Acey kicks it straight up in the air. It's going to bounce at Lee Academy territory.
Oh,
and we're
no.
going to fumble the ball, but going to get on it.
Then there's a penalty.
Wayne Bolin called for a fair catch, and it bounced off his knee, and Lee Academy's Jack Laney is going to recover it in Pillow Academy territory, and we have a flag on the play, so let's see what this is.
Willie Muth, a fair catch, though. I mean, he
did. I don't know what this call is. We can just field this punt. And Acey kicks it straight up. on it.
Then there's a penalty.
Wayne Bolin called for.
Well, we're kind of in the dark up here about this one.
I think they're going to call an unsportsmanlike conduct against us while the ball was alive. If they do, that'll give them a first down.
That's right.
That's the signal is an invalid fair catch signal. So that'll be a 5-yard step off against the Lee Academy Colts.
Obviously, he just didn't get his hand up high enough.
Well, I will say this. He gave an invalid fair catch signal, and he made an invalid fair catch.
That's exactly right.
10:55 to go in the football game. And the Lee Academy Colts lead 14-7. And Jared Acey is standing at his own 20, gets the snap, gets the kick away, and this time it's kicked deep, and Wayne Bolin this time is going to call for a fair catch and make it. Out over the 40-yard line to the 41. That time he got his hand up as high as it would go.
And waved.
And the Colts are going to lose about 8 yards on the exchange there, but
still got good field position.
Still got good field position at our own 42-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. Need to take it down one more time. They're attending to Jack Laney over here on the sidelines. He may be a little bit hurt from that lick he took when he blocked that pass. And out of the split backfield, Maxey is going to keep it, going to run on the option, going to dance inside, going to get into the secondary, and going to be out close to the 50-yard line to the 48. Youngster had a hold of his face mask, and they didn't call it.
Yep. And the official's talking to Chase now, I think.
I don't think he's... Boy, I tell you, I can't believe they didn't call that. Second down and 2 yards to go for the Colts on an 8-yard pickup by Chase Maxey. And this official's warning somebody over here. Second down and 2. He's mad because he missed the call. That's why he's mad. 9:55 to go in the football game. Colts on top 14-7. Second down and 2. And we're going to give the football to Shannon Hood, and he's going to get inside of Pillow Academy territory, down to about the 48, going to get very close to first down yardage. I think he's going to be a little bit short. This is the time in the football game where the Lee Academy Colts conditioning has come into play every time this year, so we'll see what happens here. I believe he's got first down yardage.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the official that just missed the call had a good marking for us.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts from the Pillow Academy 48-yard line.
He tried to redeem himself just a little bit.
And we've got a wide receiver left and a slot to the left. And out of the I formation with Hood close and Chris Terman deep, Maxey is going to give the ball to Shannon Hood. And now we're just trying to pound the football down their throats. Shannon Hood runs down to about the 46-yard line. 9:26 to go in the football game. Clock's running. Pickup of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 now for the Lee Academy Colts in the fourth quarter. Wide receiver left, slot to the left now. Ivy Deeds is split to the left. Cooper Tyner's in the slot to the left on second down and 7. We try to draw them off sides. Going to run the pitch on the opposite Terman. Terman got a great block downfield from Scott Flowers and sprung him loose. And Chris Terman runs for first down yardage inside of Pillow Academy's 40. We try to draw them off sides. Going to run the pitch. Downfield from Scott Flowers and sprung him loose. And Chris Terman runs for first down yardage inside of Pillow Academy's 40 to the 36. And a great block by Scott Flowers made that play.
Well, I tell you what, Scott Flowers was right where he was supposed to be and just took out not one but 2 of those defenders.
And a nifty bit of running there by Chris Turman. First down and 10 yards to go from Pillow Academy's 36-yard line. Lee Academy Colts offense is moving again. Jason Graber checks into the football game for Ivy D's. And the Colts break huddle. Send Jason Graber wide to the left. Cooper Tyner's in the slot to the left. And out of the I formation again with Hood close and Chris Turman deep. Tight end Flowers is lined up on the right-hand side. First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts. We're going to run straight off tackle play to Turman. And Turman's going to fight his way inside the 35-yard line down to about the 33. And that official that missed that call is going to give us another good spot.
I guarantee you.
8:36 to go in the football game. Colts on top 14-7. Trying to run some clock, but would like to get one more touchdown here to put this thing out of reach. Pickup of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. Good to see Joey Spinks out there. Still limping a little bit, but he's played the whole game after he hurt his ankle. And out of the I formation, tight end lined up on the left-hand side. Maxey seems to be checking off. Going to run the option and going to keep it and going to be tripped up. After a pickup of about 1 or 2 on the play, Maxey's going to dance inside the defensive end, get down to the 31-yard line, and bring up third down and about 5. Let's give him the 32, 3rd and 6. 7:40 to go in the football game. Clock is running. Cooper Tyner checks back into the game for the Colts, replacing Preston Fraser. And on third down and 6 yards to go, the Colts send Jason Graber wide to the left. Cooper Tyner goes in the slot to the left. And Shannon Hood's close, and Chris Turman's deep. Out of the I formation. May try to hit a tight end here. And they're in a 5-man front on third down and 6. Maxey barking out his signals. They're going to call timeout. We tried to draw them off sides. They didn't bite. Colts are going to call timeout. 7:12 to go in the game. Colts on top 14-7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. 7 minutes and 12 precious seconds to go in this football game. The Lee Academy Colts on top 14-7. Third down and 6 yards to go for the Colts. We're in a 2 tight end split backfield. We're going to run the outside veer. And Maxey barking out his signals on third down and 6, maybe 5, is going to keep it and going to be knocked down. Short of the 30-yard line. Pillow had that defense pretty well. And going to bring up fourth down for the Lee Academy Colts and about 4. Colts may go for this here on 4th and 4 with 6:55 to go in the football game. Clock is running.
Tell you, it's been a good, hard-fought ball game, Albert, just like we thought it would be.
Coach Ricky Weiss sends the play in, holding his clipboard up to shield his mouth like he's done several times this year. Clock is running. We don't want to get a delay of game here on 4th down. 4th down and 4 yards to go for the Colts. Big play in the football game here. 6:27 to go.
There it is.
There's a delay of game. And Chase Maxey's mad. This is going to be 4th and 10, 4th and 9. Fourth down. Colts may go for this again. 6:25 to go in the football game. And we get Turman and Jason Graber back into the game. The Colts break huddle and send Graber wide to the left. Cooper Tyner's in the slot to the left. Single coverage on both those receivers. And the Colts are going to sprint out left to throw. They're going to get protection and going to throw the football on a corner route. It's going to be knocked down on a nice defensive play by Pillow Academy. Post corner by Cooper Tyner and a good throw by Maxey. But number 21, that's Trip Maloof, got over there and made a nice defensive play and knocked it down. So it's going to all go down. It's going to all be on the Academy's defensive shoulders to hold the Pillow Academy Mustangs with 6:18 to go in this football game. Richard Lewis checks out of the football game, I'm sure just for a short breather. Bradley Rybolt's in to replace him. We've got Jack Laney and Scott Flowers at the defensive ends. Kerry Middleton and Bradley Rybolt at the defensive tackles. And Matt Sanders at the nose tackle on the defensive front. They send wide receivers all over the field. And Partridge is under the center, and he's straight back in the pocket to throw, and looking over the middle, and throws the football down. It's going to be intercepted by Jason Graber. He played it perfectly, Rich.
Absolutely.
He had great coverage on number 11, Drew Howard, their best receiver, and Jason. And Partridge is under the center, and he's straight back in the pocket to throw, and looking over the middle. He played it perfectly, Rich.
Absolutely.
He had great coverage on number 11, Drew Howard, their best receiver, and Jason Graber played absolutely perfect defense that time and intercepted Bailey Partridge's pass inside of Lee Academy's territory at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go for the Colts.
Big break for the Colts. They need to take advantage of it now. Move the ball downfield. Use the clock. Score some points if they can.
All right, we've got Bradley Gordon in the football game.
What does that mean, Albert?
Well, he's playing tailback, so they're going to run a sweep to him. Jason Graber goes wide to the left. Cooper Tyner's wide to the right. Bradley Gordon's deep, and Shannon Hood's close. Out of the I formation, we're going to run a sweep to Gordon. I can guarantee you that. And Maxey's barking out his signals. And here's a pitch to Bradley Gordon. And he's getting to the corner and got one block. And he comes out over the 30-yard line to about the 34 before he's knocked out of bounds. And that's going to be a pickup of about 5 or 6 on the play. We'll wait and see what our spot is. They're going to put it at the 34, 33-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. Coach get Chris Turman back into the football game. He'll replace Bradley Gordon. And on 2nd down and 7 yards to go, Lee Academy coach sends Jason Graber wide to the left. Cooper Tyner's wide to the right. 5:46 to go in the football game. Colts need 2 first downs. Maxey under the center. Hood close and Turman deep. Out of the eye, and we're going to run the option play and going to pitch it to Turman. And Turman's defensed well out there and going to be thrown back for a loss.
Just nowhere to run that time. Nowhere to run. Good defense by the Mustangs.
Good defense by the Pillow Academy Mustangs as they've got that little weak side option covered now. Good downfield block that time by Joey Spinks as he knocked number 11, Drew Howard, back about 10 yards. Loss of 3 on the play, make it 3rd down and 10. Ivy Dees gets in the football game for Jason Graber. Chase Maxey seems a little bit upset because the plays are coming in kind of late.
Well, they are.
3rd down and 10, 5:06 to go in the football game. Colts lead 14-7. Maxey on 3rd down and 10, sprints out to the right to throw, gets protection, and throws it out here completely dropped. Cooper Tyner just dropped the football as he had first down yardage at the 40. And the Lee Academy Colts are going to be forced to punt from their own 30. And this has been an adventure all year long with 4:53 to go in the football game.
The snap, the catch, and the punt's been an adventure.
And Pillow Academy's got number 2. That's Lee Hodges back deep to receive this punt. And he's their best football player, but he's hurt. He's had a pulled hamstring all year. So they're going to try to run this thing back. He has not seen a lot of action tonight. Number 2, Lee Hodges. So they're going to try to run. They're going to try to run this thing back here. And Laney. And Pillow Academy is going to jump off sides, I believe. It's going to be on Lee. Jack Laney picked the ball up again. So that's going to be a 5-yard step off against the Lee Academy coach, which will back it up to the 25. 4:52 to go in the football game. And this thing is going to come down to the very end, Rich.
Yep.
Colt coverage team is going to have to really cover here because Lee Hodges, number 2, this is really his first action of the night. He can flat out fly. Eric Williams is standing at about his 10, gets a good snap, and gets the kick away. And it's going to be a kick that's going to bounce in Pillow Academy territory at the 40. It's going to take a Lee Academy bounce inside the 35-yard line to the 34. So good coverage by Lee Academy. The youngster for Lee Academy shaking up on the plate. Looks like Joey Spinks shaking up for the Colts. And timeout will be taken on his behalf. Timeout's on the field while they attend to Joey Spinks. We're going to pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. Four and a half minutes to go in the football game. Pillow Academy's got wide receiver left, slot to the left, and Partridge is going to sprint out to the left to throw, and going to throw the football. It's going to be incomplete. Trapped. Intended for the receiver left, slot to the left, and Partridge is going to sprint out to the left. Incomplete. Trapped. Intended for the tight end, number 85, Mike Ewing. The official was right on top of the call. Called it as being a trap. The Lee Academy coach almost sacked that youngster then. 2nd down and 10. 4:14 to go in the football game. Come on, clock, run. 14-7, Lee Academy Colts lead. It's Pillow Academy. Gets new wide receivers into the football game. They've had trouble all night lining up out here as the wide receiver. They don't know who's going to be the split man, who's going to be the slot man. This time they got it. Number 11, Drew Howard. He's a good player. Is split wide to the left, and Partridge is going to sprint out to the left to throw, and going to throw it back over the middle. It's
wide
going
open.
To be caught out here by number 43. That's John Graxon, the tailback. He's inside of Lee Academy's 40-yard line to 39, and a flag on the play. And it's going to be holding against the Pillow Academy Mustangs.
Well, they've been doing it all night. I've been watching them.
Wait, they called it on us, I think.
But we ain't been doing it all night.
If that's roughing the passer, that's tacked on to the end of the run. 4:06 to go in the football game.
Well, I'll be honest, I wasn't watching the end of the play. That's what it is.
That's right. It's declined. Now, why did they decline that? Because that's tacked on to the end of the run, I thought. But that's good for us. It's 30, but they've got it 1st down and 10 yards to go at Lee Academy's 39-yard line. 4:06 to go. I told you it's going to be right to the end, Rich.
Yep.
4:06 to go in the game. Colts on top 14-7. Pillow Academy and the Lee Academy defense really needs to tighten up here. Pillow's got it 1st and 10 from Lee Academy's 39. They're in a split backfield with wide receivers to the right and to the left. They got too many men in the backfield. Straight back to throws Partridge, and Partridge is going to be sacked.
Jack Laney.
By Jack Laney, along with Bradley Rybolt. Back outside the 40 to about the 44-yard line. Good coverage by the Lee Academy secondary then. And loss of about 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12. Lee Hodges gets into the football game for Pillow Academy. Has not played a lot tonight, but I'm sure they'll try to get him the ball right here. If I was the Lee Academy defense, I would key on number 2 right here.
Yes, sir.
Lee Hodges.
Well, they got one of our best out there, Jason Graber.
And Coach Finn is talking to him, and straight back to throw again is Partridge, and he throws it over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete overthrown, intended for Hodges, and you can tell he's hurt, Rick.
Yeah, he just can't run.
3rd down and 13 yards to go for Pillow Academy now. As they tried to get it deep to Lee Hodges, and the youngster's just hurt. You have to kind of feel for him, because he's a good player, and you know he hates to be missing this football game. Pillow Academy breaks huddle and sends trip receivers now. No, now they don't know what they're doing again. They got the 2 wide receivers on this side, 1 wide receiver on the other side, and out of the 1 back set, Partridge is straight back to throw, and it's going to be sacked.
No.
That's got to be intentional.
Oh, they got him.
And they're going to call it. Jack Laney and Scott Flowers, our 2 defensive ends who have played absolutely beautifully all year long, are going to sack Bailey Partridge back outside the 50-yard line, back into Pillow Academy territory, and that's going to be intentional grounding against Pillow. Now that, I don't know what this penalty is. I think they can either take the ball down where the flag is, which is I'm sure what we'll do, and it'll bring up a 4th down for Pillow Academy.
4th and a country mile.
So we're going to back them up again.
We're going to back them up, let them shoot at it one more time.
Intentional grounding against the Pillow Academy Mustangs. Loss of the down. And with 3 minutes to go in the game, it'll be 4th down for Pillow. They got to get to Lee Academy's 29-yard line, and the Lee Academy defense has stepped to the bar, Rich, when they had to.
They've done a good job tonight.
3 minutes to go in the football game. We see them working on Joey Spinks down here. 4th down and 20 yards, 4th down and 30, isn't it? 4th down and 30, they're going for it. Bradley Gordon standing back at about our own 35-yard line. They're going to fake the draw, going to try to set the screen up over here, and they've got it set up.
And we got it set up.
Maloof is going to be football, and Pillow's going to fall on it, but the Lee Academy Colts are going to take over anyway on downs. 1st down and 10 yards to go from Pillow's 35. I tell you, Rich, if you got 10 yards to go, I think the screen's a good call, but when you got 30 yards to go, I tell you, I don't really understand that call.
I don't either.
I think you got to throw the football up the field, but lucky for us, they had it called. The Colts will take over with 2:48 to go in the football game. 1st down and 10 yards to go from Pillow Academy's 35.
Too many yards.
And out of the I formation with wide receivers at both sides. Chase Maxey barking out his signals. Turman deep, Shannon Hood close, and we're going to run a pitch sweep to Turman off tackle, and he gets hit at the 35-yard line, and we've got a flag on the play.
I tell you what, we might have had an illegal block there. We got a clip.
It'll be a clip against the Lee Academy Colts with 2:29 to go in the football game. We don't need anything to stop this clock.
Nope.
Colts are on top 14-7 with 2:29 to go in the football game. And there's a 15-yard step off against the Colts, which is going to put the football back at the Lee Academy Colts 47-yard line. They've got to go to the 25 for a 1st down, so it's 1st and 28. That's a spot foul from the spot of the foul, so 1st down, 28 yards to go for the Lee Academy Colts. 2:24 to go in the football game. And Maxey with wide receivers both sides and out of the I formation. Just going to give it off tackle to Turman. And Turman's going to break a tackle and going to juke around and going to get in back inside of Pillow Academy territory. They're down to about the 42-yard line, and a nifty bit of running by junior running back Chris Turman.
I tell you, Chris did a good job once again.
And timeout is called by Pillow Academy. Timeout on the field. Coach lead 14-7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. This is Lee Academy football. 1:59 to go in the football game. Coach lead 14-7. We have 2nd down and 15 yards to go. And out of the I formation, we're just going to run the football, I'm sure. And Maxey's barking out his signals. Tight ends lined up on the right-hand side. And we're going to just basically run a little quarterback sneak. Clock is running with 1:52 to go in the football game. The Colts will be 3rd and 15. I think that the quarterback and the dive man got mixed up there.
Did appear to be a little.
Went to the wrong side, but somebody went to the wrong side.
Yeah, appeared to be a little
Chase
confusion.
Grabbed the football with both hands and tried to run back up the middle. Cooper Tyner's back into the football game for the Lee Academy Colts. Pillow Academy's got 2 timeouts left, we think. The Colts break huddle. Send wide receiver to the left and wide receiver to the right. The field judge looking at his watch back there, so we better hurry up. And Maxey, on 3rd down and 15 yards to go, is barking out his signals and going to give the football and going to fake the football to Shannon Hood, and they're going to throw Chase Maxey for a loss. So the Lee Academy Colts are just trying to run the clock out here and brings up 4th down. Pillow Academy calls timeout, their 2nd of 3. Timeout on the field, Lee Academy 14, Pillow Academy 7. We pause 1 minute for this word from our sponsors. Jack Laney's snapping. Eric Williams is kicking. The kick is away. They're trying to kick the football away from Lee Hodges, but he's going to get to run it back. He's going to fumble it, and who's going to get it?
I think they got it.
The Academy Colts are not going to get it.
Pillow
Academy is going to get it, and it got a little bit of a arguing back and forth out there between John Martin Harris and Lee Hodges, number 2.
Is that John Martin? Is that the son of Jimmy Harris?
The son of Jimmy Harris. I don't know much about kicking. The kick is away. They're trying to kick the football away from Lee Hodges, but he's
I think they got it.
Academy Colts. Is going to get it, and it got a little bit of a arguing back and forth out there between John Martin Harris and Lee Hodges, number 2.
Is that John Martin? Is that the son of Jimmy Harris?
The son of Jimmy Harris. I don't know much about Lee Hodges, but I tell you right now, I can think of a lot of other people I'd rather tangle with than John Martin. 48 seconds to go in the football game. Lee Academy Colts defense needs to dig in one more time. Just keep the ball within the sidelines and let the clock run. Partridge sprints out to the left to throw. Throws, it's going to be caught out here. No caught. They juggling the football. No catch. Good. Run. Partridge sprints out to the left. No call. They juggling the football. No catch. Good call by this official that missed that face mask.
He's done a good job since then.
Number 11, Drew Howard, is juggling the football as he goes out of bounds. 40 seconds to go in the game now. Pillow Academy has it second down and 10 yards to go from their own 11-yard line. Crowd starting to leave down here. I can't believe they're leaving. And out of the I formation, Partridge sprints out to the right to throw. Throws it down here. It's going to be caught by Howard, and he's going to go out of bounds. Did not get first down yardage as he dances out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. Pickup of 9 on the play, second down and 1.
32 seconds left in the ball game.
32 seconds to go in the game. And Bailey Partridge, whose brother's the quarterback for the Ole Miss Rebels.
That's over in Oxford, isn't it?
Is trying to bring the Pillow Academy Mustangs back. On third down and less than a yard to go, he's straight back and throws it out here complete to number 11. That's Drew Howard. And that's first down yardage, and he gets out of bounds with 27 seconds to go in the game. They're going to go deep here in a minute.
They're going to run that down and out. Out and down.
First down and 10 yards to go for Pillow Academy. Out over there, 25 to the 27. Lee Academy Colts are in a prevent defense, as Pillow does not have a lot of time. They got one timeout left. If we can let them catch one and tackle him without getting out of bounds, and Partridge is going to throw the football this time deep downfield. It's going to be intercepted out of bounds by Cooper Tyner. And that was to Hodges again, number 2, as they've tried on several occasions to get him the football, as he's about 75%, they said, with nursing a hurt hamstring, and they've just picked different situations to put him in the game. Richard Lewis checks out of the football game. Bradley Rybold's in the game at left defensive tackle now. And on 2nd down and 10 yards to go with 21 seconds to go in the game, Patrick is straight back to throw, getting a little bit of pressure, being chased out of the pocket, and throws the football out here. It's going to be overthrown. Intended for number 21, Trip Maloof, and Scott Flowers putting great pressure on Bailey Patridge, knocked him down about 1/10 of a second after he got rid of the football with 12 seconds to go in the football game now. Colts get Richard Lewis back into the game, replacing Bradley Rybold. Got Richard a little bit of a blow there. 3rd down and 10 yards to go now for the Pillow Academy Mustangs. We're going to get out of here quick when the game's over, Marshall. And we need for 12 seconds to run off this clock, and the Lee Academy Colts to go 5-0.
And pick up their first conference win.
Pick up their first conference win. They break huddle and send wide receivers on both sides, and Partridge is straight back to throw. And it's going to be, Michael Middleton was all over him as he came through almost unblocked and knocked Partridge down. The football game is going to be over. The Lee Academy Colts are going to win 14-7. So the Lee Academy defense did a great job when they had to. Lee Academy Colts beat the Pillow Academy Mustangs 14-7. Good job by the offense tonight, Rich, but the defense once again was the difference in the game.
No question about it, Albert. I tell you what, this was a good, hard-fought ball game, just like we knew it would be at the beginning. Lee Academy coming on top 14-7. Gives us our first conference win, runs our record to 5 wins, no losses. Next week, 7:20, we're on the air from Bow.
And that's
going to be a good ball game.
And we step out of the conference to play the number 2 ranked AA team in the state of Mississippi, the Bio Academy Colts, on the road, and it'll be a barn burner, we're sure. Lee Academy Colts win 14-7. We send it back to the station. This has been Lee Academy football.